Okay, everybody, I apologize for this collection video. Ended up being jump cut by finishing part 2, making this video into part 3. I apologize. Honestly, this is not my fault for making the collection parts like this. It's just, the reason for that part 2 being ended up being jump cutted, mainly it's because the phone has ended up being distracted with a random phone call in which, because of that phone being distracted with a random phone call, this is what costed my part 2 video to be finished, making this video into a part 3 in which, honestly, to you all and I, makes no sense the way how the part 3 like this has began, in which, yeah, it's not my fault for making the video part like this. It's just because the phone has ended up being distracted with a random phone call, making this video into part 3, while the part 2 video has already ended, making it into a jump cut, in which I apologize for that happening. It's honestly, this is not my fault. It's because my phone being distracted with a random phone call, in which, yeah, that's what costed the part 3 like this to begin, while the part 2 video has finished. So I apologize. So, yeah. Anyways, some copies of this VHS are duplicated in EP/SLP mode, but get this. This is a regular play mode copy by looking at the huge ton of film strip. Or, that's not really that big, that's not really that huge, but it has that much on here's the film strip. So this is indeed the regular play mode copy, in which I got indeed very lucky. Nice. Tape number 10, and the print date is the 50th week of 1997. Hang on. Hang on, just trying to... Okay, here we go. Next. Bedtime Bash from 1997. (2001) reprint, number 89, and the print date is the 5th week of 2001. Next up, a Rugrats Chanukah, also from 1997. Originally, I did see this VHS as a Canadian black tape reprint in a lot bundle off of eBay, along with other randomly Spider-Man VHSs, in which that Canadian black tape reprint of this VHS, along with the other randomly VHSs, along with the Rugrats VHSs, that's what I saw on eBay, and I was originally gonna get it, but I unfortunately missed out on it, in which somebody has actually beat me into it, which I missed out on that. I knew I should have bought that immediately, but somebody beat me to it, which I have no idea why it is. I knew I should have bought it immediately, but I knew I missed out on that. I knew I should have supposed to get it since it's too rare, but whatever, at least if I have this tape still overall, and yeah. This VHS tape comes in a squeeze and shake case, and this is a former rental from Hollywood Video. The casing says 1997, but from what I think, this VHS right here looks like to be the 1998 reprint by looking at the sticker label right here. So, I guess maybe it's a 1998 reprint, I think, or, well, maybe I think. I'm not really sure, but yeah. Number 85 or 86. Maybe 85, I think. I don't know. And the print date is the 43rd week of 1998. Yep. Next, Rugrats Diapered Duo from 1998. Although never mind, actually, the key says 1998, which is correct. I honestly would have thought it used to be 1997 copyright update, but guess not. It says 1998, so that's correct, because this VHS came out at the very beginning of 1998, so yeah. Just like a Rugrats Vacation VHS tape, some copies of this VHS are duplicated in EP/SLP mode, but my copy is in regular play mode. By looking at the much on here's the film strip. And this mainly it's because I had a new copy of this VHS, since the other one I have is not only the Canadian copy, but it's also duplicated in EP/SLP mode, in which that's the Canadian features I had back in many years, and I have no case to it, in which I must have threw it out. Mainly it's because of the quality of the features being no good, and it was kind of maybe sun faded or damaged, I think. Yeah, it was sun faded or damaged, I think. Yep, it was, and it was in no good quality, so that's why I bought me the new copy of it. Mainly it's because to replace the old one I have back in many years since after I first had it since I was a kid. So, yep, that explains why my new copy of it has the regular mode of film strip in it. Mainly it's because to have this as a new copy, as in replacement. So, yeah. That's good. I now have this tape back from my collection. This is the new copy I'm happy to have for now. Yep. Tape number 22, and the print date is the 52nd week of 1997. So this is a early print because this VHS came out in the very beginning of 1998. Yep. Next is Rugrats Mania, also from 1998. Excuse me. February 3rd, 1999. Letters RH. This is a reprint because this is a 1998 VHS. Good Burger from 1998. This copy's rare because this one's the 2001 black tape reprint. And the print date is the 43rd week of 2002. And as y'all can see, I actually did have to repair the piece along with that tape together with some tape, so I could see the tape for the piece was broken when I got it in the mail. I believe yep, I saw it came broken like this, the piece. Mainly it's because of shipping, so I had to tape it back together with tape. However, the VHS still works perfectly great. No other damages. Here, let me show y'all the film strip. Yep, this tape is in great shape. It works perfectly great. Mainly it's because I remembered watching this movie in a while back, so yeah, this VHS right here still works perfectly, and not only that, it still has the original 1998 content, as I saw the opening to it while I was watching the movie. So, yeah. At least if I got very lucky with this rare copy as a reprint. Cool. Nice. Kiss the Girls. 1998 VHS. Oops. My apologies. I did not expect to see that. This one's a reprint because y'all can see this one has the 90th anniversary stamp on it. Number 4 on letter G, and the print date is April 17th, 2002. Let me double check. Okay, I believe it looks like to be April 17th, 2002, I think. Just while I double check to make sure. This next one is a sequel to Kiss the Girls movie, which is Along Came a Spider, and this is a 2001 Paramount Pictures Special Edition VHS. Or let me see. Wait. No, actually, Actually, this is the 2002 Paramount Pictures Special Edition VHS. My bad. The case used the 2001 copyright update, but because of the label and the print date, I believe... Yep, I think this is the 2002 Special Edition VHS. I should have double checked before I even... My apologies for another screw up, y'all. I knew I must have forgot to think. As I said, the case says 2001, but the tape is really from 2002 by looking at the label right here, and... I think from what I can tell, the print date is actually January 29th, 2002. Letter P and number 7. I'm not so sure if any of y'all could see it, but maybe it looks like to be January 29th, 2002, I think. Maybe like, yeah. Little Bear, Parties and Picnics from 1998. Yep. Tape number 74, and the print date is the 31st week of 1998. Rugrats Angelica Knows Best from 1998. February 27th, 1999, I think. Letters XM. I think this appears to be a reprint. Let me double check. Yeah, I believe it's a reprint. February 27th, 1999. February 27th, 1999. February 27th, 1999. Yep. Just double checking. Okay, next up, we're gonna move on to our 2 VHS copies of Blue's Clues Storytime 1998 VHS. I'm going to begin with this very first copy. January 18th, 1999. Letters CT. Here's my another copy, which is the Diapered 2 black tape reprint. And the print date is the 10th week of 2003. My 2 VHS copies of Blue's Clues Arts and Crafts. My very first main copy. May 22nd, 1999. Letters XV. This another copy in my hand is the 2001 black tape reprint. Number 122, and the print date is the 3rd week of 2002. The Education of Little Tree. This is a Paramount promotional feature, as y'all could see, in which I was honestly not expecting to come across of this, in which mainly it's because I bought it off of Amazon back in 2019. Well, as of Amazon.ca, which is where I originally bought this tape, of course. I know there's a Paramount Family Favorites 1999 features of this as well, in which, to be honest, I'm thinking of going for that copy of it as well. Mainly it's because I remembered renting the 1999 Paramount Family Favorites of this features from any library like Aurora Public Library and Richmond Hill Public Library back in many years since I was a kid, and I figured why not decide to go for me another copy of it, which is from Paramount Family Favorites as a 1999 VHS. So, yep, I'm hoping to find another copy of it really soon, which is a Canadian copy, but now I should have to stick for that 1998 promotional VHS tape of this until I soon come across with another copy, which is a 1999 Paramount Family Favorites as a Canadian VHS. If hopefully I should come across with that very soon, but now, as I said, this is the only one I should stick with until, yeah. Tape number 4, I believe. And the print date is the 12th week of 1998. Two VHS copies of Goodnight, Little Bear. Promotional copy. Sorry, y'all. I apologize. I actually ended up with a sneeze. Sorry about that, y'all. Tape number 54, and the print date is the 27th week of 1998. Another copy is a retail. Excuse me. Number 60, or wait. No, actually, 84. Tape number 84. Right. Print date's the 36th week of 1998. Next up are my free VHS tape copies of Blue's Birthday. This is my very first main copy right here. September 10th, 2000. This is a reprint, and because to explain the way how the Paramount logo looks like, so yeah, this is actually a reprint. This is a US VHS. By looking at this label right here, so yeah. Number 55, and the print date's the 44th week of 1998. This third copy is also the US VHS, but get this. This is actually the 1999 reissue cover art. Like, so I could see it's got the Blue's Clues special right here, and by looking at the different cover art of it as well. And it's even got the 1999 copyright update in the back of the case as well. So, yeah, this is indeed the 1999 reprint. And also, this is a black tape reprint of it as well. by looking at the blue text. Number 41, and the print date's the 8th week of 2005. Little Bear Friends. This is a promotional copy. I do not have the retail VHS of this, but I will be planning on getting it really soon, so yep. Number 34, and the print date's the 43rd week of 1998. Two VHS copies of Blue's Clues ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. The very first main copy. The casing right here says 1998, but this tape came out at the very beginning of 1999, and let me see if I can find the print date. Okay, you know what? Screw that. I cannot see and remember what the print date was from before. Mainly it's because it's so faded out, and I cannot really tell what it looks like. Although I have seen almost remember, but it's kind of sort of faded out. I hate it when some VHS tapes have print dates in invisible ink faded out a lot. I hate it when this happens. I really do hate it. I don't like it when that happens. And letters BL. Blame the print dates that are originally invisible ink to be faded out. Yeah, blame the print dates faded out in invisible ink. Don't blame me, but the print dates being invisible ink. So, it's not my fault though. Mainly it's because some of them are very hard for me to see, so blame that, not me. So, yeah. And now although there's still 2 minutes left, but I'm honestly just going to show y'all this last VHS tape in this part next before we're gonna have to stop. So, yeah. This is another copy, which is not only the US VHS, but this is the 2002 black tape reprint. Print date's the 13th week of 2002, and that should be it. Well, although it has already reached to the 29-minute, but just in case, I think that should be it right now. So I'm gonna stop this part, and yep, I will see you all in the next part, everybody.